I'm Dr. Orion Taraban, and this is Psychac's Better Living Through Psychology. And the subject of today's short talk is serial 7's. Serial 7's is something that I'm stealing from the psychiatric mental status exam, which is something that doctors use to very quickly assess basic cognitive functions. And serial 7's is one of the best techniques that I've discovered to distract myself from unwelcome thoughts. We all have thoughts that sort of show up uninvited. Thoughts that, if we attend to them, predictably lead us to certain unpreferred emotional states, whether that's anger or jealousy or despair. These thoughts that show up uninvited are not our friends. And the earlier we can disrupt the process that leads from thought to feeling, the less time we're going to have to spend both residing in and coping with the unpreferred emotional states. And if they never get a chance to fluoresce at all, well, so much the better. Serial 7's is a technique that can be used to very quickly and effectively distract ourselves when we become aware that certain unfriendly thoughts have shown up uninvited in our consciousness. So what is it? Serial 7's is very simple. Basically, you start with a random number like 150, and you mentally try to subtract 7 from that number every second. So it's like 150, 143, 136, 129, 122, 115, 108, 101, 94, You can even speed it up if this is too easy for you. Now, this is a challenging task for most people because 7's don't have an easily recognizable pattern. So it generally requires our focus and attention to implement this quickly. And that's kind of the point. The idea here is to create a task that you can do anywhere, at any time, within your own consciousness, that actually consumes your cognitive resources. That's the secret of serial 7's. You're temporarily making your situation more difficult so that all of your attentional resources become absorbed in this task. That way, there aren't any resources left over to attend to the unfriendly thought that showed up uninvited. So we want to absorb all of our attention into this task. We want it to crescendo, and then we actually want the task to fail. Why is this? Because when we fail at a task that has absorbed all of our attentional resources, it's almost like a hard reboot after a CPU crash. It force closes any open applications and refreshes them to their normal operating settings. And when our attention comes back online, whatever we were thinking about before isn't going to be there anymore. That's the whole point. And the beauty of it is that this can generally be accomplished in 30 seconds or less. Serial 7's is entirely covert, completely free, and highly effective. Try it out yourself. Thanks for listening. If you have a topic that you'd like discussed in a future episode, or you'd like to schedule a consultation, you can reach me at psychackspodcast@gmail.com. Talk to you soon.